Hello, everybody. I thought I'll do one more of my book reviews. But this particular book is very close to my heart. So, when partition happened in 1947, one partition, of course, happened in the north, and the partition in the east is not very well known of. But there was also a partition which happened in the east. So my father, whose family was based in Dhaka, they moved from Dhaka to Bombay. He moved to Bombay. His other family members moved to a place in Bihar. And as we grew up, both brothers, my dad kept telling me about one story which happened in the royal family in Dhaka. And not really Dhaka, it was 35 kilometers from Dhaka. There's a royal family of Bhowal. And this is the story which happened there. And he kept telling me about this story as we grew up. And, I grew up, started working. And then one day I was surprised to read in the newspaper in Times of India that Murad Faizi has written a book. And the name of the book is A Prince, Poison and Two Funerals. So I'm going to do the review of this particular book today. It's called A Prince, Poison and Two Funerals. So this is a true story which unfolded in the British era and closed a little after independence. And this is the story of the middle prince, the major prince of Bhowal. So Bhowal was, one of the smaller kingdoms, Rajbadis of Bangladesh. And the middle prince, the major prince, who is called as the major prince, this is his story. So apparently after he got married, the story what we heard and what I used to hear when I was a child is that this prince was poisoned by his wife's brother and the family physician who was called Ashutosh Gupta. So these two people actually arsenic poisoned the prince over a long period of time. So he died, slowly. And one fine day, when in those days, everybody used to go to the hill stations when you don't feel well. He was not feeling well, and the family had taken him to Darjeeling. And by family, I mean his wife, his wife's brother, though she was not involved, and the family physician. And mysteriously, he dies there. So that's the book, A Prince, Poison and Two Funerals. So why two funerals? The two funerals is because, so when you read this is not really like a story book that I'll give away the story. It's a historical story. The book is full of the court case and the details of the case. So what happened is, this incident happened in 1909 when the prince apparently was on a holiday with his family and he falls ill in Darjeeling, and his wife's brother and the physician declare him dead, and the procession is actually taking him. So it was done very hurriedly. He died in the evening, and they said that right now we are going to burn the body. They didn't even want to wait for anybody to come from the Rajbadi or the main town from Dhaka, which is not very far away, if you look at the geographies. So they take the body, and on the way, when they are taking this body for cremation, there is one of these Kal Boishakhi, they call it in Bengali, right? Sudden downpour on the mountains and the hills which happens. Suddenly there's a huge downpour, thundering. It's kind of dusk or little in the night. So everybody gets a little scared. What they do is they keep the body on the roadside. On the hillside, there is a small cave-like, place. They put the body there so that it's protected and everybody takes shelter. And when they are doing that, they actually realize that within that cave, there are some sadhus who are Naga sadhus, almost naked. They are crouched and sitting there taking cover. This rain lasts for about an hour, and after 1 hour, when the family comes back, they find that the body is not there. So the story goes that, the brother and the doctor arrange for another body, and next day morning he's cremated. And the story is that the Major Kumar is dead. And apparently the brother had made a life insurance policy for almost 5 lakh rupees for his sister, which she inherits when this guy is declared dead. This is 1910. About 11-12 years after that, in 1920, on the banks of this river in Bangladesh called Buriganga. Nowadays it doesn't exist. I went to Dhaka to see the Buriganga, but it doesn't exist. There's a huge highway built on it now. On the banks, people found that there is this Naga Sadhu with ashes on his body who looked exactly like this Major Prince. They go and tell the royal family, everybody comes in, and then the mother and the sister, they realize this is actually our brother, but he's completely forgotten everything. He talks in a Hindi, Khadi Boli language, and he says that, my Gurudev is Guru Ramdas and I've been a wandering saint and I just came here. So it took these people almost 12 to 13 years to convince him, for him to get back his memory. And then in 1933, he staked claim in the court that, I am the rightful ruler of Bhopal and I should get my kingdom back. For about 5 to 6 years, the case went on in Dhaka, single judge bench which ruled in his favor. The opposing family, fought the case in Calcutta for 4 years. There were 3 judges, in which 2 ruled in favor of him and 1 ruled against him. Finally, the family took this case to the Privy Council in London, because by that time India had got independence, and this case went on in London for many years, and I'm not sure about the exact year, whether it's 1954 or 55. The judgment came from the Privy Council that he is the rightful owner, and that is this book, A Prince, Poison and 2 Funerals. So it's a fantastic read with the whole court case and with what really happened, where had he gone, how he came back, how he stakes claim to everything. And so one mysterious thing which I will leave for you people to read, or there was first a movie made by Uttam Kumar, which was Sannyasi Raja, which of course dealt with only one part of his character. But now there is a new movie, I think it's called Agje Chilo Raja. I'm not sure whether it's available on YouTube, but it's available on various channels where you can see, which is the same story. And in that story, you will find one very strange thing about this case, which I leave to you to kind of see or read the book and decipher. It's a very so couple of things. One is that once me and my family, we were on vacation in Darjeeling. I had read this book, the whole thing came back to my mind, and we said, why don't we locate this house where he lived? Now we started asking people, nobody knew, the hotel guys didn't know, and I found one auto guy whom I started telling part of the story. I didn't want to tell him the whole story, because then he would just cook up and say, I know the house, But when I started telling him a little, he said, wo Raja, wo mar gaya tha, but uska body gayab ho gaya. And this auto wala actually took us to some 3 places in Darjeeling, and completely out of the way, we went down the valley, but they all turned out to be the Durgapur Rajbadi or the Durgapur king's house, and we couldn't locate. And then he kept saying that there was a very old watchman who they knew. The watchman was 75, 80 years old, who claimed that he was a watchman in that house, and he knew the story. So finally we went to the watchman's house, in that auto, all of us. And I told my family, just be here, because it was a little, not a very nondescript area. So unfortunately, the watchman had just died. He had died about 6 months back. He used to not meet him every day. He didn't know. Later on, I realized when I came back and checked the book again, the house is actually called Step Aside. It's there very much in Darjeeling. That's the house where this murder happened and how he came back. So the book is published by English Publications, and I think it's available on YouTube. I did check. Sorry, not YouTube. What do you call it? Amazon. So if you find time, try to read this, the Bhopal Sannyasi murder case, which is A Prince, Poison and 2 Funerals. Thank you.